Hello, everybody. Welcome to our coffee chat and our Life Insurance Awareness Month campaign. Today with us, I have Rob Bisch, Field Vice President from Pacific Life. Welcome, Rob.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, thank you for being here. We're here to talk a little bit about Pacific Life and the product offerings that they have for us at URL Insurance Group. Now, before we get started, Pacific Life is a company that very, very brand familiar. We have the whales here, and we see them at football commercials and
Golf outing,
golf everything.
commercials.
So, Pacific Life, tell us more about it. When I think of Pacific Life, I think of like the affluent market is what originally, that's the branding that I've always known Pacific Life to be.
Absolutely. Yeah, so that's probably what you were familiar with. It was very heavily focused on the 1 and 2 percenters, if you will, of the world. And, Pacific Life was looking for an opportunity to diversify its product offerings and its position in the marketplace. So when the Genworth opportunity came available, and what I mean by that is when Genworth shut down, the Lynchburg operation out of Lynchburg, Virginia became available, and Pacific Life actually took the opportunity to acquire that manufacturing plant to further help diversify their product portfolio. We're a mutual company, but they wanted to reach more of America. So they used this opportunity to get into that mass market or middle market America, and that's the division that I represent with Pacific Life.
Well, nice. And a little bit about the company. I mean, Pacific Life's been around for a while, right?
They have 151 years this year, so
Okay.
we had a really big celebration at 150, and now we're in 151, and we're looking to the next 100 from this point forward. So, and again, looking to partner with more of those Americans out there.
Great. So 150 plus year old company, strong financial ratings, and moving strong into the middle market into brokerage life insurance.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, our division, the broad market, is a new step for Pacific Life, where we're heavily focused on just the brokerage marketplace out there. So for that independent space, that's where we want to be, and that's where we want to grow.
Great. Well, let's talk a little bit about the products at Pacific Life and what we have available. Maybe let's start with the term portfolio.
Yeah, it's your traditional term portfolio. Obviously, very competitive. We just recently had a price reduction just last Monday. We're in this space to win, if you will. So we offer 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30-year term. We have some really nice niches in that 25-year marketplace. Less carriers in that space, everybody, but we typically tend to price out extremely well in the top 1, top 2, pretty much majority of the time. And pricing across the board. We do have our advantages in the monthly factor,
right.
Our modal factor, being a mutual company.
Yeah.
Look out for those clients. We have a modal factor advantage. So maybe if you do run a spreadsheet and we're third on the spreadsheet annually, if you turn around and run us monthly, we're probably number 1.
Okay, great. And and you can quote the Pacific Life products on URL's website on our quote engine and get the 10 through 30 year level term there and find out more about the rates and everything else. Conversion. What's the conversion?
Yeah, conversions. I mean, that's a tough story these last probably 10 years in our marketplace, Steve. But we, when we were working on our product portfolio and being a mutual company, we really told Pacific Life we had to bring something that was valuable, was very client focused, and was good for the industry. So we developed a unique GUL conversion product. It's our conversion only product that has 3 tiers. Has early and mid and late conversion periods. Better pricing for the clients on those early and mid years, gets a little bit more expensive on the late years. I'll use a 20-year term for an example, because our products are convertible for the entire length of the term up to age 70, whichever comes first. But on those early conversions for a 20-year term, for example, any time between years 1 and 9 is considered early. Client gets better pricing, and we pay 150% of normal comp. That's a pretty good day.
Yeah,
right?
I like that.
And it's better for the client.
Yeah.
In the mid years, which would be years 10 through 15 in my example, still better pricing for the client, but again, 100% of normal comp, so regular comp. In the latter years 16 through 20, gets a little bit more expensive for the client. Commission drops down to 45%.
Okay.
But again, still commissionable. So
guaranteed product, incentives for the client to convert early, or even do a partial conversion early, as well as an incentive to the agent to offer those benefits.
Yeah, absolutely. And we want to be a good partner of yours. And so in year 3 of all of our term policies being enforced, we're actually going to actively market out to the clients, drive them back to you, the advisors, producers, to have those conversion discussions. So we're going to actively help you mine your book of gold.
Great, I like that. So, and what's the minimum face amount on the term policy?
Yeah, minimum face amount on our term, great question, is $50K. So
Okay.
we're really in that smaller face amount marketplace. There aren't many companies who go down to $50,000 of face amount on term, but we want to definitely be that player. Can we do the large cases, Steve? Absolutely.
course,
Our brand
yeah.
brings that awareness,
Yeah.
right? We do the 10, 15, $20 million cases as well, but we really want to be in here to do those small transactional cases for those folks who need.
Well, I can see that, Rob. Just when we quoted here at URL, having Pacific Life on the spreadsheet is a tremendous win for us, because that brand recognition is so much easier for an agent to get out there and put in front of their client to see that name and that brand out there. So that's great. So minimum of $50,000 on the term plan, and a good conversion product there, and incentives for the agent and the client to convert or do an earlier conversion, which is nice. What about the permanent plan?
Yeah, so we launched our GUL. Again, GUL has been a very tough marketplace, of late. But we launched a fully guaranteed product in December of 18. So we haven't been quite out in the marketplace a year yet, but it's a very competitive product. Has a return of premium feature built in year 15, 20, and 25.
Okay.
As long as you run it out to at least age 100, that return of premium automatically kicks in. Has a minimum face amount, goes down to $25K.
Okay.
So for that smaller market, those clients just looking maybe for that final expense type
Right.
approach, but are still insurable. What a great opportunity to write them with a very well-known brand.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. And what about additional riders
Yeah.
on the GUL? Do you have like a chronic illness or accelerated?
We do.
benefit plan?
Yeah, we have a very competitive chronic illness rider that you can add. It's 2 or 4%. It is a chronic illness rider. Can be temporary or permanent.
Okay.
So the folks can go on and off claim if they need to. Very well priced. So when you do add it, it's not a big expense to add that. Licensing is much easier with a chronic illness than a traditional long-term
Sure.
care. So we don't have that to worry about. But what's unique about it is you can choose 2 or 4%, issue ages up to 18 to 75, can go up to a table 5. So you can issue a policy with up to a table 5 and still get the chronic illness rider. So very competitive in that realm.
That is competitive, because from what I've seen from some of your competitors, some of the companies that we represent, sometimes they'll stop at about a table 4
Correct.
on that chronic illness benefit. So that's nice. Underwriting, I can say what we've seen with Pacific Life so far is you guys have a very liberal preferred build chart in comparison to the others in the industry. When we're quoting preferred, I was looking at a guy 6 foot, 242 pounds, still preferred, and a lot of competition out there is coming in at standard plus or standard. So that's a nice win. Is there any other sweet spots out there that are agents out there might see with Pacific Life Underwriting?
Yeah, absolutely. We really have 12 that we zero in on that we say are really good sweet spots. That is expanding as more data and research that we do on the underwriting front. But height and weight being one of them. Aviation's another great one. Depression, anxiety is another great one that we focus on. We feel we do really well in. Diabetes, we do a pretty good job with your diabetic clients out there. We're very military friendly. Rheumatoid arthritis, intestinal digestive challenges that folks have. Those are just some of the key areas that we do really well, Steve.
Okay, great. And I know some companies have some accelerated underwriting programs, or no paramed underwriting. What is available at Pacific Life?
Yeah. So we offer a program called Smooth Sailing, and we kind of were taking the pulse of the marketplace, and a lot of the AU programs were out there, and folks weren't having necessarily the experience that they had been hoping for. And
we've seen some of that.
Yeah,
here.
We were going down that same path, and we realized we're just going to be doing the same thing as everybody else. So how can we step aside and say, what can we do different? What can we do better? So we came up with a program called Smooth Sailing. This targets ages 50 to 69. up to $1 million of in-force coverage with Pacific Life. We don't care what they have with other carriers. It's just total line in-force with Pacific Life. Any table rating, any underwriting class, doesn't matter. As long as those clients have been to their primary care physician, had some type of physical and lab work done, doesn't matter what kind of lab work done, we guarantee no exam, no labs.
Wow.
Yeah, and the only thing that we've seen folks get kicked out of that would be if they forgot, oh, it was 20 months ago that I had that exam, physical with my doctor, or 22 months ago.
Sure.
Those types of things, we'll kick them out. We don't just routinely pluck somebody out of the pile and say, guess what, you get to have an exam today. We don't do that. It's guaranteed. As long as you meet those requirements, 18 to 69, had a primary care physician physical and some sort of lab work done that we can get an APS from, we guarantee no exam.
So that's a great feature for for the clients we're serving, to add that extra convenience to them, especially at that age group, 50 to 69, up to $1 million of coverage, right? So what a great opportunity, whether it be term or permanent insurance with a chronic illness benefit. I like that a lot.
Yeah, and again, as you mentioned, it's available both on term and permanent, so you can run this program on both our products.
That's great. And then how about on the back side of the policy? Once we submit the application, once it goes through underwriting, on delivery, is it just straight paper delivery? Do you have e-delivery? What can we do on delivering the policy?
Yeah. So we still do the traditional, issue paper. You guys go out and gals go out and sit across from the kitchen table and deliver a policy. Yeah. But we're also staying forward with the technology, and I think we have probably one of the best e-delivery platforms out there in the marketplace. Fully customizable. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. It can be this client, not that client. And literally we have policies that go out and, with everybody utilizing their phone, their iPad, you name it, they're delivering policies in 5 minutes from the time we send the link out for them to accept. So it really turns around the time quickly for you all and for your client. They have a better experience. Policies go in force about 8 to 10% more of the time faster with this, and then you all get paid faster.
Great.
So it's kind of a win-win all around.
Yeah. We love that easing that submission to commission feature with companies with e-delivery, and then especially anything we can do to make everything more efficient for the agents and the clients we serve. That's fantastic. So thank you, Rob, for being here, giving us some more information on Pacific Life. For anyone out there who needs rates or quotes with Pacific Life, please reach out to us at URL, or you can go on our website at urlinsgroup.com. You can run the term quotes, you can run the guaranteed universal life quotes on our quote engine, and you can even get paper apps and e-submit right from URL's website. So thanks again, Rob, for being here with us today. And if you have any questions, reach out to URL for some more information on Pacific Life.